Welcome back, flock members. Badraven here and Andrew here.
Yeah.
We're doing our best of 2017, the best movies of 2017, as told by the Badraven and Andrew.
Yeah.
We have both compiled our list separately, so we won't be influenced by each other's thoughts of what was good. And we're going to do a good. This one's our best of 2017, and we're going to do another one that's our worst of 2017. So we're just heading in with the best of. It was a pretty good year for movies.
It was a pretty good year, yeah.
I was shocked when I was telling Andrew earlier that I had seen 31 movies this year. And only I would be able to do that with Movie Pass.
Yeah.
So this is a, a unsolicited advertisement for Movie Pass because they don't pay me anything to tell you this.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have seen half of these movies without Movie Pass.
Exactly.
So get you a Movie Pass, people. All right, we're going to dig right into this. We don't want a 2-hour-long video
so
here.
So who's going first?
I'll let you go first, Andrew, and we're going to start from the number 10, and we're going up to the number 1 movie of the best of 2017.
All right, so what I'm going to do, number 10 would have to be It, for me. I thought It was a great movie. It had a bunch of, had a bunch of great stuff and everything in it. It was good, entertaining and stuff. Loved it. Probably the best horror movie of the year. Best horror movie of the year by far. I know it's kind of low on the list, but there was a lot of great movies that were released this year. But I have to say this is my favorite horror movie of the year. So there you go.
That's saying a lot, Andrew.
So.
My number 10 is Going in Style. Now, Going in Style was not a big major blockbuster hit, but I think it made decent money for what probably didn't cost much to make. I can say I didn't watch it at the movie theater because we had a nephew that watched it, Nathan.
Yeah.
His cousin. And he told us how good it was, so we watched it on video. So even though I watched it on video, I have to give it high marks. Great cast together, Morgan Freeman, Michael Caine, Alan Arkin, and
Christopher Lloyd was in it too.
And Christopher Lloyd was cameo type thing, a little bit of stuff. But I really liked that movie, so that's my number 10.
That was a good movie.
So
all right, so my number 10, or number 9 would have to be Power Rangers. Now this was a good movie. When I first saw the trailer for this movie, I didn't expect for it to be really good at all. I thought it was just going to be like a little popcorn flick that had Power Rangers just skinned on it and stuff. When I first heard of them doing like a Power Rangers movie, like a PG-13 type movie, I thought it was kind of weird because I was always used to the Power Rangers shows and how cheesy it is, like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And I haven't grown up with those Power Rangers, but I did grow up with Power Rangers Dino Thunder and like Ninja Storm and stuff. And those were like very, very cheesy and over the top, and you could just tell that this was made for kids. It was not made for teenagers. And I thought that would not be a good movie, but I went in there and I was surprised at how they had good action scenes, good story. It was just an overall great movie, good acting, and it was a really great surprise for 2017. So, yeah.
Like a good pick. My number 9 is Power Rangers. So we think a lot, even though we didn't even look at each other's lists. And for the same reasons, I was expecting crap on a stick, whatever you want to call it. Because I remember the early Power Rangers back in the day. I was beyond the age group that it was meant for. But this one, I think they did a very good job, and I don't know why it didn't make any more money than it did, but who knows. But that was my number 9 also, Power Rangers. Good action film. I think you would like it. Okay.
Yeah. My number 8 best would have to be Lego Ninjago. The Lego Ninjago movie. Man, that has not seen this movie, which I'm so angry that he hasn't because it's such a good movie. But the Lego Ninjago movie is another spin-off of the Lego universe. And I know a lot of people are kind of getting annoyed of these spin-offs because, they want to see the Lego movie sequel, the Lego movie 2. Which I did like the Lego movie, but I'd have to say that the Lego Ninjago movie, in my opinion, is better than the Lego movie. I know a lot of people might disagree with that, but I love this movie. It was very emotional. It had a bunch of great scenes with how the Legos were built and how they built the dragons, like those cool dragon things that he was riding. And, like, he had all this stuff, and they were kind of reminding me of Power Rangers, but it was not like Power Rangers. It was like a Lego version of Power Rangers, but it was like the Ninjago people. And they had, like, all kinds of different abilities. And, like, the jokes were hilarious. It was just an overall fun movie, and that you guys should check it out for yourself. It was a good movie for 2017. It was probably my favorite Lego movie, probably. So that's good.
I never watched it.
I know he's never watched it, but I think that's my favorite Lego movie. I love Lego Ninjago.
Okay. Okay, my number 8 movie was Justice League. I watched this movie not expecting anything because I'd heard such bad things about it time I watched it. And it gets a lot of flack from the DC people. They wanted the Zack Snyder version that was darker. And this one was kind of made by Josh Whedon, that did Avengers. And I could tell his fingerprints on it because the Superman was a lot better. Superman, I liked him a lot better. The whole cast was likable. I don't know how much Whedon actually directed of it, but I could tell his fingerprints on it. So that's what made me like this movie. It had plenty of action. I had Wonder Woman in it. That's another good plus because I loved the Wonder Woman movie. I just thought it was a really well done movie, and I can't wait for them to make another one of it. I think with maybe Josh Whedon at the helm of the whole movie, you'll get even a better vision of it. So that was that's my number 8.
All right, so my number 7 would have to be Ferdinand. My dad has also not seen this movie. It's still in theaters, and I really want to go see it with him. Mm-hmm. As the other movies, I went into this movie. If it wasn't for Movie Pass, I probably would have never seen this movie in theaters. Me and Chloe got bored, and we decided that we wanted to watch a movie. We did not know what to watch, and we were stuck between Greatest Showman and Ferdinand. And I have not seen Greatest Showman, so I have no idea. But we decided to watch Ferdinand, and it was a good choice because Ferdinand was a good, well-made movie. It's good animation. It's probably it's my favorite Blue Sky Studios animated movie because I really didn't care for the Ice Age movies. I know that some people love the Ice Age movies. I really didn't care for them. I mean, like, they were okay, but, like, I really didn't care for those movies. So, like, to see a brand new IP made by a brand new independent movie made by Blue Sky Studios and stuff was great. The animation was great. The voice actors did their best job they could. I thought John Cena blew it out of the park as Ferdinand, and it was just a good adventure that was good for family, and it was just a good emotional roller coaster, and it was awesome.
Okay, my number 7 is Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. This was a late entry into the 2017 calendar year. And like I said, I love the original. I love the original. In my other review, I talk about how Robin Williams was the master in this one. And this one is not in shape or form that type of movie. But it's a good family, fun movie. And there's some cringy parts, but you know how it comes in most movies nowadays. It had plenty of action. It had great character development, I thought. Even though we were talking about a game. And I don't want to give away spoilers, but it had a whole well-done cast. Jack Black, best performance in a long time, and you'll know why when you watch the movie of the character he's playing. I thought the way they integrated the game and like a video game was really cool. I like the way the special effects looked. I think everything came together, and I think the reason it's doing so well is people love the nostalgia of Jumanji, and it's really touching with the parents and the kids now. So I think Jumanji, the original, will probably get a big uptick from this from younger viewers watching it because they like this one. I like The Rock's performance. I like the girl that played Nebula in the Guardians of the Galaxy's performance in this one. They all work together very well. So that's why I picked this one. So.
All right. So my number 6 would have to be Thor Ragnarok. Now, Thor Ragnarok was a great movie. It was my favorite. There's one coming up on the list, but it was like the greatest movie almost of the entire year. Almost. Now, there was flaws. The flaws were very minor, though. I understand what my dad was saying because I know that they kind of did make fun of Thor, but I know that in my family I'm in the minority of liking Thor Ragnarok, but I love Thor Ragnarok. I like it way better than Thor: The Dark World. I thought that Thor Ragnarok had such good storytelling with the way that I guess we can't get into spoilers, but can we get into spoilers? Or
It's
not?
up to you. I mean, just tell them in spoilers.
Well, this is spoilers, but I like the way he gets like the big lightning form, and that like he fights Hulk in the ring and stuff, and how he just beating everybody down and teaming up with the Hulk and stuff like that, and just beating the crap out of people and everything. And I thought that the people Chris Hemsworth was great as Thor as usual. I thought he blew it out of the park. I thought he did awesome. Like, he was always good in the other movies as Thor, but I thought he did his best here as Thor in Thor Ragnarok. It was just awesome, especially Loki. He was awesome in it too. So, yeah.
Who was the dad? Anthony
Hopkins. He was
yeah.
also good. He was probably he was probably the main highlight of the movie. Anthony Hopkins as Odin, because he did an amazing job. It was awesome.
This is not my pick, but I just want to say what Anthony Hopkins and the Thor character, the father and son.
Mm-hmm.
When me and Andrew watched the first one, I really liked the father-son aspect of the movies, and I thought they did a very good job with that too. So that's my completion on that one. Okay, my number 6 is Get Out. Get Out was a movie, and also another movie I didn't see at the movie theater, because when me and Andrew watched the trailer for Get Out, we thought, how dumb of a movie could this be? Because the trailer did not do it justice, and thank God we didn't pay much attention to the trailer, because it gave away some major clues of the movie. But again, my nephew, Andrew's cousin Nathan, said it was a good movie, and he really liked it, wanted to go back and watch it, so he said, something's up. Watched it on DVD. And when we watched it on DVD, all the twists and turns, and it was just a very original horror movie. I thought people talk about they need to do something different, have a new type of franchise, whatever. They really did it with this movie. I loved Get Out. I can't recommend it any higher, and that's why I picked it on my list.
All right. My number 5 would have to be Coco. That would have to be my number 5. And it was, Disney did an amazing job. I know that this movie's been in production for a while, and the work that they put into this movie was just outstanding. Especially the the visuals with like the city of the dead and stuff in Coco. It was so brilliantly made. Best Pixar movie in years, definitely by far. It was just you can just tell that Disney wanted to make this movie. They made this movie from their heart, and they pulled it off. It was just a great movie. The people put a lot of work and effort into it. It was probably the most breathtaking animated movie ever I've seen. So that is Coco. Number 5 is Coco.
All right, number 5 on mine is Coco.
Oh.
Basically what he said, pulled at the heartstrings, well done, well acted, well animated, everything across the board that he just said, I thought it was a well done Disney movie. Didn't think I'd like this movie. I ended up loving this movie. Great family movie. Great for any person that wants to really enjoy a movie. It's got everything that you could ever want, and I think you will be very, very touched by this movie.
It was awesome. All right, so number 4 would have to be Cars 3. Cars 3 was a good wrap up to the Cars trilogy. I did not like Cars 2 that much. I always loved the original Cars. I don't think this one is as good as the original Cars, but it's right under the original Cars because it was awesome. It had like that Rocky type storyline built in. It had a bunch of twists and turns. It had a bunch of good jokes, and everybody when they watched it was just everybody was just having a fun time. Like you could tell that like they really wanted to end the series in a good way, or to end the franchise in a good way. So I mean that everybody gave it their all on their performance of the characters in Cars 3, and it was just a good made sequel. And that really should not be called Cars 3 because it had none of the spy stuff from Cars 2. So if you really want to see a sequel to Cars, just skip Cars 2 and go straight to Cars 3 because Cars 3 is amazing. It's awesome. So
Good job. All right, my number 4 is Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman was a movie that was back in July, I think we watched that one. It was a DC movie. I thought maybe they'll fall on their face with this movie because I didn't really think the girl, Gal Gadot, as Wonder Woman was going to be that great an actress in it because she just didn't kind of seem like she fit the role of Wonder Woman, of this big Amazon, because she was kind of skinny. She blew my mind. She absolutely took the Wonder Woman role by the throat and made it her own. She definitely... And, that goes with the direction to director Patty Jenkins. She done a very good job with these actresses, and she fleshed them out and made you care about Wonder Woman. She wasn't just a stereotypical superhero. She had a lot of depth and levels to it. Chris Pine was awesome in it as Stephen Trevor. Is that what his name? Or Trevor Stephen?
Steve Trevor.
Steve Trevor. So, I mean, I think she done great with him, and he did very good. And the chemistry between Gal Gadot and Chris Pine was really well done. You could tell that's what chemistry is, people. That's what good storytelling is. People in the DC universe, that's what it looks like. And that's why they kind of caught what Marvel's doing right now. They kind of made you care about them. So that's why Wonder Woman is on my list this high. I really recommend it.
Number 3 is Wonder Woman.
Wow.
So... Number 3 is Wonder Woman. Like he said, it was awesome. It had a bunch of cool action scenes. Actually, Chris Pine was good in it. I thought he was great in the Star Trek movies, and to see him be in this movie was really, really cool. And he did an awesome job with it. It was just an amazing movie. He had the words up. He took the words right out of my mouth.
It's hard to do when you have both of each other. Okay, my number 3 is Guardian of the Galaxy Volume 2. This is another father-son epic. I always like these father-son movies. And plus, the Guardians of the Galaxy are so cool together. You got your Drax, you got your Rocket, you got your Groot, Star-Lord, and Gamora. They're all a great team. In this one, that was no different. I think they built upon the first one. They even made me care about...
Yondu.
Yondu. They actually made me care about Yondu, which I cared nothing about in the first one. He kind of stole the show, and I love the way that the last part where they played the music, the sad music by Cat Stevens in it. I thought it was really cool. I thought the way that they used the characters in that movie was great and awesome and tremendous. All the words I always use in my reviews. You can't go wrong with this movie, and that's why I ranked it so high.
Yeah. My number 2 is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Same things that he said. This earlier this last year was probably was the best movie of the year. Was the best movie of the year. But Guardians of the Galaxy 2 was just amazing. It had great action scenes. It had so much heart built into it. It was just awesome. When I went and watched it, I knew it was going to be good, but I didn't expect it to be that good. So, yeah, that's why it's my number 2.
All right. My number 2 is It. Mine's ranked a lot higher than Andrew because I'm horror. I love horror. He knows I love horror. So I have pushed it a lot higher because we had so much fun with that movie, and I think we watched it about 3-4 times. I can't remember. We watched it many times. So we really loved it. We loved the way they...
It is a good movie.
Introduced everything from the Stephen King books and more, and we're dying to see the follow-up. Pennywise.
Can't wait to see.
Bill Skarsgård as Pennywise was awesome Pennywise, and I still do love Tim Curry's version on TV, don't get me wrong, but he added another level of fear and stuff into it. I love the special effects. I love the makeup. I love everything, the feel of the movie, the haunted house in the movie. I loved all that kind of stuff that they put in. I love the kids along, the girl character, the boy from Stranger Things. I can't spit their names out right now, but they were awesome, and all the kids were awesome. All the storylines were awesome for me. So that's why it ranked so high for me.
Number 1 is Star Wars: The Last Jedi. This was probably a given, but Star Wars: The Last Jedi is my number 1 movie of the year. I mean, it was just amazing. I mean, like it built on the characters. Let me just get specific here. It built upon the characters of Rey, Kylo Ren, Poe Dameron, Finn, and all them from Force Awakens. It gave them more character to build with. Luke Skywalker was awesome in it. The action scenes were awesome in it. The storytelling was awesome in it. It was just the way, and also the way that the music was choreographed was amazing, and that the way that they did this, the way that they made this movie was just so awesome, and like especially some action scenes on Supreme Leader Snoke's ship was amazing as well, and there's some epic lines. I'm trying not to say any spoilers because it's still in theaters right now. I know I say spoilers of other movies back before, but this one I cannot spoil because you guys just got to watch this movie. If you have not watched it yet, you need to watch it right now. And I know a lot of people say they don't like it on the internet. I know there's a lot of backlash, but don't believe those people because it's a good movie. In my opinion, I like it better than The Force Awakens, and that is why it is my favorite movie of the year.
And me and Andrew did not confer on that these movies what we're looking at. I let him make his on his own. I made mine on them. Yeah. My own. So, Star Wars: The Last Jedi is at the top of mine too. So we both independently came up with that. The backlash. People have every right to dislike this movie if they want to dislike it. I have no problem with that. There's movies that I've hated that people loved. So I can understand where you're coming from. But I'm just telling you right now, I love this movie. Just like you, I respect your thoughts of disliking it. You need to respect mine as liking it. I thought they did everything you could do in a movie, and they did their best. They tried to do something different. They tried to add all the different stuff from each character to show that this is a new group of trilogy, that we're going to be seeing these characters for a long time, even after Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, and Han Solo, and this is a great kickoff for that. I think it added on so many levels to me. I think it was a great movie for 2017. It ended off the year great for me because there was so many good movies to pick from. It was hard to pick a top 10. Then it was hard to rank them all because I had so many movies I loved. But this is the top one for me and the top one for Andrew. So this will conclude our top 10 videos. But
our best video.
Yeah.
Our best,
Best top 10 movies of 2017. I just want to tell you the Patreon account is out there. Please donate to that and help the Bad Raven out to have even more and more better videos and better production value for you. And we'd like to wrap it up and tell you that the Bad Raven is
your friend.
The Bad Raven is your friend, and we appreciate every view, every like we get, and every subscription we get here at the Bad Raven channel. So we just want to wrap this up and let you go, and thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you later. And goodbye.